I started with aquaculture because I was always interested in fish farming or in fish. And then I studied aquaculture at the University of Pretoria. And as a family, we are involved in agriculture for the past 114 years. But we decided to diversify into something else. I started doing research on aquaculture around about 1997 when I met some people from Megafish in Cape Town at the Fish Africa show there. And then we decided that we wanted to go into the intensive aquaculture systems. I visited lots of places all over the world, from America to see the channel catfish, to Europe, to Asia, and looked at different farms, different species. And eventually we decided to go into intensive aquaculture with catfish. Mainly because there was very little other people involved in it, it was a challenge for me. During 1999, I visited Megafish in Germany, and we looked at some systems in Denmark and in Holland, and I decided to import this intensive recirculating system. We imported the system and we assembled it here. We had some telephonic conversations on how to assemble it and everything, and eventually we started with the catfish in August of 2000. The market was slow in the beginning. We had difficulties in rearing the fingerlings and everything, and it was a big learning process for us. But now, almost 10 years down the line, if I look at it and I look what the market demands from us, there is a big increase in interest, not only from South African people, but also from people in other places of the world, like for instance Hong Kong and Japan. We're looking to expand now. We had some big interest from African countries for the import of fingerlings or fry, but also for finished products, mainly in Asia and Europe. Aquaculture in South Africa is very difficult. It's a small industry, and South Africa is a difficult country to do aquaculture in. It's cold in the winter, it's hot in the summer, and we have very few species that can adapt to both climates. There's still some people looking into extensive aquaculture with open ponds, gravel dams, sea cages maybe, more to the extensive kind of aquaculture. Personally, I believe that is not, in long term, it's not sustainable, and I would think that the only way to make it sustainable is to go for intensive indoor recirculating systems, where you can control your environment, where you can control almost anything that goes into the system as well as coming out. So in the long term, you will satisfy a lot of people with what you take off the farm is not polluting the rest of the environment.